If you've got a PREC, there's a good chance you don't actually have a PREC, you've got a ticking time bomb. If you're one of these two people, you got really bad advice, and now you might have a really bad scenario that you need to diffuse. The problem with this is that a lot of accountants don't know what I'm about to tell you, and if you've called RICO, there's a chance they misunderstood your question and you got the wrong answer to the question that you were looking for. In the province of Ontario, a professional real estate corporation is a company that's registered under the Ontario Business Corporations Act. Now, a lot of agents will get advice from accountants to register a federal corporation and then do an extra provincial registration in Ontario because it's easier to do it that way. But the problem is that the Trust and Real Estate Services Act, TRESA, doesn't actually consider your PREC officially a PREC because it isn't registered correctly. Now, you might think it's the same thing, but it's not. So companies registered federally are registered under the Canadian Business Corporations Act, versus Ontario companies that are PRECs are registered under the Ontario Business Corporations Act. Now, what this means in effect is that if you've done it incorrectly, all of the tax benefits that you would have gained from having an actual PREC that was properly set up no longer apply. And if you're audited by the CRA, it's likely that you're going to end up in a lot of hurt. Now, if you've got a federal corporation that you think is a PREC, you can still fix this. The process of fixing it is called a continuance. A continuance means that you're actually leaving home jurisdiction from Canada and you're going to Ontario, and it is a process that you can go through. Now, if your accountant tells you that it's probably fine, it's not an issue, you don't need to do this, I'm telling you that it's not okay. It's going to be a big problem. If you're audited, the company that you think is registered properly isn't registered properly, which means it doesn't qualify for the benefits of a professional real estate corporation. Now, if you're one of my team members at RE/MAX Metropolis, you don't need to worry. We've already got you covered. Anytime we get documents from you, we review them to make sure you don't end up in this situation. And the reason this actually came to light is because many agents that are transferring to our brokerage are coming in with these federal companies that they've used for all these years, and they don't actually realize that they're not acceptable or permitted. And in fact, there's a huge amount of risk that is associated with having it done incorrectly. So if you're sitting on a ticking time bomb, talk to your accountant, call RICO if you want to confirm, make sure that you explain the question carefully. Federal corporations with extra provincial registration in Ontario are not acceptable. To qualify as a PREC under TRESA, you must be registered under the Ontario Business Corporations Act, or if you're federally incorporated, you have to be continued in Ontario. Ricky Rathor here again, broker owner at RE/MAX Metropolis, real estate lawyer at Rathor Big Professional Corporation. We'll see you again next time. Bye for now.